Hi, this is Mike Regan with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of April 10th. And this 2-minute warning, we're focused on a talk that was recently given by Jeff Immelt, the chairman and CEO of General Electric. Last week, we talked about the things that we learned when we attended ProMat's annual conference here in Chicago. And at the top of that list were the types and sheer scale of changes that companies are going to have to consider if they want to remain competitive and relevant as they march off into the future. Now, this really falls under what we call the transformation umbrella. And thinking about transformation, I was reminded of another outstanding event I attended last month. It was an event sponsored by BMO Harris here in Chicago, and it featured an interview between Dave Casper, the head of BMO's operations here in Chicago, and Jeffrey Immelt, the chairman and CEO of GE. And the title of this conversation was The Transformation of Industry. Now, one of the cool things that BMO did was they hired a graphical artist to, in essence, create this giant infographic on a whiteboard that captured the key points of Jeffrey's talk. Now, what I'd like to have you do is simply go to Transact.com and download a copy of this fantastic infographic, because one of the things that's going to jump out at you is the sheer size and the things that are considered as part of the transformation that GE is experiencing. It's not just on a global basis, it's also what's happening on a local basis with things like their company culture. And make no mistake about it, the company that Jeffrey leads today is significantly different than the company he took over when Jack Welch retired. And there are some key points that also have relevance for all of you that have responsibility for transforming your company's transportation, logistics, and supply chain operations. Now, I could go on, but may I make a suggestion? Go to Transact.com, take a look at the infographic, and then I'd welcome your thoughts on some of the key points that are covered in that conversation. And while you're at it, why not take a moment to stop and ask yourself, how is my company doing on the transformation of our supply chain operations? There's a wealth and a tremendous amount of savings that are associated with transforming your practices and processes. And one of the reasons we know that is because we prove it every day. Through our rapid assessment, we have done an outstanding job of helping companies understand the difference between their current state and what could be in their future state. And we also define what the bridge looks like to get you from that current to future state. Now, if you'd like to learn more about how that rapid assessment process could help your organization, simply give me a call or send us an email, because with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you we are on your team, we're here to help, and we are passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.